to talk about the bonnet too?
Because men wear bonnets.
No, that's not okay.
My sons wear bonnets.
Okay, but I'm not aligned.
They be trying to preserve their sexy too.
Wear a do-rag.
No, they don't have haircuts. They have like hair, so they wear bonnets.
It's stressful.
They
if
get
a
their hair
man
braided.
gets in a bed with me with a bonnet, it's over. I'm pushing him off the edge of the bed.
I don't know who started the trend, and I don't really even care, but I'm tired of getting on this app seeing niggas wearing bonnets. And a lot of you niggas don't even be having no afro or no dreads or nothing. Y'all be having short hair like me. What's up, bro? That's like wearing a purse. You niggas be wearing purses, bro. Niggas are sassy as hell these days, and y'all wonder why women be calling niggas sassy, because you niggas is sassy. If my pop saw me wearing a bonnet, man, he'd be like, you good? You got something to tell me? You know what I'm saying? They make other stuff to cover your dreads, bro. My partner got dreads. He wear that little long thing. I don't even know what it's called. Got dreads. But there's other things you could wear to cover your dreads up, bro. These days, men care about too much about how they look. It's one thing to have good hygiene. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Keep your nails clean. Don't have no dirty nails. But y'all niggas be in the mirror more than females these days. Bro, get that shit together, bro. Let's just stop that trend. You know what I'm talking about? What happened to niggas that cut grass and barbecue? You know what I'm saying? Work on cars all damn day. Y'all niggas sassy as hell. I usually don't give a damn about what other men do. I really don't. Or what y'all wear or none of that shit. But men gotta speak to men sometimes. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're a grown-ass man wearing a bonnet, bro. Stop it. I want better for you.
Some of you men out here are wearing bonnets with a Caesar, with a fade, with a boosie cut underneath. You're ruining the game, bro. You're ruining the game for, everybody else. And I'm not going to say what kind of guys they are. They're gay. But you ain't got to let us know, like, you gay through wearing a bonnet. Like, I got hair. I got to wear a bonnet. I need to wear a bonnet. So I don't want to put on a bonnet and then the next person looks at me like I'm about to spill the tea.
Now, I might be dating myself with this question, but I gotta ask. When did men start wearing bonnets? I see a lot of guys out hanging on the block with bonnets on. I swear I must have missed a memo. I mean, I thought we were just really trying to convince the young sisters to stop running everywhere with a bonnet on. Damn, dudes is in the street wearing bonnets. I actually saw a dude on a dirt bike popping wheelies on a highway, and he had a bonnet on. He really should have had a helmet on instead of a bonnet.
Man, real quick, man, let's talk about men, justifying wearing bonnets and purses, in American society. The people saying I can't wear a do-rag, and, you got dudes who don't even have hair putting bonnets on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just getting to the point that, when you look around in society, it's one thing where you did have a section of guys throughout multiple eras, especially kind of like Ozzy Brother era, Prince, who were on the metrosexual side of things, But it seemed like the metrosexual thing is like the majority of, the aesthetics of men now, and them being raised by women even more now than ever. It's kind of scary in my opinion. It's kind of scary because, now you got more dudes with dangling earrings. You got more dudes who just their mannerisms are kind of on the sassy side of things. And then you'll wonder if they on that rainbow spectrum, and they be like, no, I'm straight. And I'm just like, are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you? Like, the whole aesthetic is like, the whole dangling earrings. I see them wearing bonnets at the gym, and there's people justifying y'all putting bonnets on, and I'm just like, bro, you're a male, you're a man, you're supposed to be a man. Why you have a bonnet on? There's so many other things that you can wrap your head up as a man. We watched NBA players for years, like Nene. They put hair wraps, put one of them Jamaican beanie things on your head. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other things that you can wrap your hair up in than a bonnet. And then it's just a justification. When I was on Facebook some years ago, I asked like, bro, why y'all wearing purses, bro? Get a wallet. Well, I'll just keep my gun in my wallet. You know, and I'm like, bro, get a holster then. Get a holster then. Like I'm flabbergasted at not only are they doing this and its justification, and one of the things, you know, that's really intrigues me is when I see somebody my age or older wearing purses and shit around their chest. Man, that shit don't even look cool, bro. You in 1999, 2008, 94, ain't no way you niggas is going to school, walking to the corner store. Ain't no way y'all doing that, bro. I promise you, they wouldn't even think about wearing nothing strapped, a fanny pack, that little satchel across their chest. They wouldn't think about it, bro. They wouldn't think about it. And then you just sit there and you just think, like, bro, what is going through brothers' mind? And they justifying it. They, oh, you worry about what it meant. Like, y'all not men, bro. Like, what happened with men dressing like men? You know what I'm saying? There's one thing where a lot of dudes want to be in a jogging suit all the time, and a lot of these young guys don't know how to dress. They go into job interviews with sweatsuits on and jeans on, and you know, a lot of guys don't know how to read the situation. They don't know how to. They don't know. It's crazy how many people got social blindness where they can't read, you know, people, or they can't read situations, or they don't know how to dress for different situations. That's a different conversation. But the whole thing where 9 niggas got scepter rings, 9 niggas got double nose rings. I ain't saying nothing wrong with a nose ring, whatever. It's just like the rise of femininity in the aesthetic of men. It is mind blowing. It's truly mind blowing, bro. One thing, it was the I'm a jerk era with the skinny jeans, and they sagging with they skinny jeans on, bro. The Robin jean era, niggas got their ass. Nigga fought me on that. Well, is it a difference if a gay man designs something or if it's designed for a gay man? To me, it ain't no different. However you want to sleep good at night. It's a lot of guys that justify, you know, they closet activity, and they justify it in their mind, bro. My thing is, we can't tell what, I mean, I don't, you know, women, you know, I give them the benefit of the doubt. We can't tell who is who no more, bro. You know, it's just, you know, and then on top of this, a lot of dudes can't change a tire. A lot of dudes can't fix a doorknob. A lot of dudes allowing the woman to pump the gas. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that we going through. Like, real talk. And then when you double down, when you go, I'm gonna double down with this statement, and then they very emotional. They don't listen to nobody but another woman, to their baby mama, to their mother, to their grand. So you can't even pull a dude to the side and speak to a man like a man. You can't speak to these males like a man. They get emotional. You can't tell them nothing. You ever go to the gym and you try to give a dude a pointer, and a lot of these dudes, you know, is zesty, bro. A lot of these dudes is zesty. Because not even you just take the aesthetic away, the attitude. They can't socialize no more. They emotional. And then on top of that, to be emotional and be ready to fight and be disrespectful. And when you're disrespectful to another man, you better be ready to fight. And then you can't even fight. You can't defend yourself. And have a very slick mouth. And one thing you notice about men, you can't even call these niggas man in this era, most of them. But most things back, you know, in most eras, when you notice about men, they don't talk slick. They don't talk slick. They don't slick talk. Real talk, they don't talk slick to each other. You don't really see men, you know, talk real slick. You just start hearing like, oh, you a bitch, and you know, that'll get your head knocked in. They don't talk slick to back in the day. We didn't talk slick. And if we did talk slick, then we meant it, and we you know, knuckle up. They talk slick and get popped in their mouth and then look confused, like, and then want to call the police. But I'm just looking, bro, niggas with bonnets on, skinny jeans tight. Their whole mannerisms just seem like they moving like women. You know, and then on top of that, you can't fight. On top of that, you can't talk to another man. You can't hold a conversation. Your mouth slick like a woman. It's just crazy, bro, when you think about it. But they justify wearing bonnets. The girls is getting out changing the tires now. They justify wearing purses. They got purses on more than women. Women don't even carry their purses as much as men do, as much as these men carry their purses. And then you see them, it was this fight in Detroit. They had, I forget, it was called some tour. I don't know who these rappers is no more. You know, these niggas wearing eyeliner and shit. These rappers, they wearing lipstick and shit, right? And these Detroit dudes, they got the, or I don't know if they're from Detroit, but they got the fight and can nobody fight. You go out here and you see the girls fight. The girls can squabble better than the men can squabble, bro. Real talk. The girl fights that you see on the internet, I'm not condoning them. They squabble better than the guy. You see the guys fight, nobody getting hit. I mean, it's like, bro, nobody gonna talk about this, dog. Like, real talk. There was always a section within, you know, the community where you had some fly player ass niggas, maybe with the perm, with the finger waves, you know, but damn, nigga, like, what happened to the, what, man, nigga bring, I'd rather bring white tees and just throw long white tees and throwbacks back. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. You know what's so crazy about it, bro? If you dress like a man supposed to dress, you stand out in the crowd, bro. You know, then you stand out in the crowd. And it ain't even like, you know, these niggas dressing on some, you know, and shout out to my my player fly ass ninjas, and that's just all across the board. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one thing you get about the dudes on the rainbow side of things, and niggas ain't gonna be stanking. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna take their aesthetics to the T. These niggas is dressing like bitches and still smelling like musty ass teenagers in the 10th grade locker room. You know what I'm saying? They still stinking, bruh. You wearing Balenciaga, which they got into the game by designing dresses, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That was their calling card was dresses, bruh. Y'all wearing all this stuff and y'all still stink. Y'all spending all this money on a Celine jogger, on a polo text, whatever y'all spend, and you still stinking. We know you boosting it. At least if you gonna kind of, you know, put a lot into, like, really, you know, be on the feminine or the metro. I'm gonna be nice to say the metrosexual side of thing. At least smell like it, my nigga. At least smell. Niggas be musty as hell. All this money on, all this motherfucking expensive shit on, and niggas be musty. They took everything from the females but how to smell good. They took everything from the metrosexuals, the Ryan Isley, Prince, motherfuckers like that, and still be stinking. Still be stinking. And it killed me when niggas would go out spend $200-$300 on some shoes, maybe even more than that now. $1,000 on the outfit, $1,000 on the shoes, and then nigga, you stink. You stink, man. I don't remember smelling this many stanky ass niggas when you go out. You went to the club, you had a musty nigga, musty bitch here and there. But then you going to the gym, niggas musty. You going to the grocery store. Like, at least if y'all gonna be on that metrosexual shit, at least pick up the positive thing about it and smell good. But bro, everywhere you be looking now, dog, niggas is dressing, males are dressing like more they pushing that metrosexual line, bro. They pushing it, dog. They pushing it, dog. I seen one of the dudes here. I ain't even gonna say his name. He's a high end barber. He mainly be on the motherfucking Facebook and shit, man. His videos is fire though. But this nigga just had some backdooria shit on, and he in Atlanta. I'm just like, bro, some stereotypes you ain't gonna be able to defeat, bro. Real talk. And I just be looking, bro, like, I don't be knowing, bro. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the times are changing. You know, maybe the times are changing. You know, I don't know, man. But one thing I can guarantee you on, when you see the average female scrap and on the internet, it's better than the average guy scrap. You know, when you see the you know, the guys be dressing, when I be going to the mall, because I don't really go out like that. I go to the mall if I gotta grab something or just you know, I go out. Dog. And you already know, you be like going out to restaurants and shit. You already know, like most dads, you know, they don't be dressing like. Every now and again, you will get a fly. Most of the fly older ninjas you see, for real, most of the fly older ninjas, you know, they usually probably single or they been that nigga. Real talk. But in general, the older dudes, you know, even the older, you know, suburban dads and shit, you know what I'm saying? They even when they wear their little rinky dink polo and N1 shorts out and they go out to eat with they even dress better than most of these new niggas, man, when they go out with that outfit on. But hey, maybe I'm tripping. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.
Bro, why you got a big ass Birkin bag? It's like y'all in competition with the females.
The fact that you just said that, and also it's like, you know, the bigger the bag, every woman wants to have that big Birkin, right? That's
Bro, I seen them with big bag and say, oh no, this is the male version. It's a purse, bro. What are you talking about?
There's no such thing as a male version.
To me, I don't care how much the bag costs. I don't care how much money you have. I feel like y'all fruitcakes and y'all in competition with the women.
Yes.
Certain things not fashion, bro. To me, I mean, everybody takes its own. Like,
Of course.
I don't care what you do and who you do it, or your sexuality. I don't care about none of that. That's your business. But certain things, just like
I just saw a video that started out by saying, if you're a man, you should have a purse. And I'm here to tell you that, no, you don't. I went so far as to getting rid of shit to carry that I have a phone case with my cards in it. This is how much we don't need.